guys, welcome back to the channel. So in case you haven't realized the title of this video or we're not friends on social media, I have announced, I have taken pictures. We are expecting our first baby. This is so exciting, okay? I always wanted to document my journey through pregnancy or trying to conceive, but you know, with the privacy thing, and Darius and I just we share what we want. We keep a lot of things to ourselves just for the intimacy purposes and just privacy. But yeah, so we're expecting our first child, and with that being said, this video, I want it to be brief. I want to get to the point, but I really wanted to make sure I document milestones in this journey, just so that we have things to look back on and just to remember and all that good stuff. So this video is going to briefly discuss how I found out I was pregnant, how the first trimester was, because I'm now in my second trimester, and y'all, okay, I feel normal again. I feel like myself again, so that's great. I want to touch on gender, and yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So on my last video, somewhere in there, I mentioned that I would be posting a video within the next few months or something like that. And literally, y'all, what I was talking about was announcing that we were pregnant. Was I pregnant during that time? No. I was literally coming from a place of faith. Like, we weren't trying super hard, but we weren't not trying, if that makes sense. But I just believed that we would be pregnant really soon. So yeah, cat's out the bag. Some of y'all already was like, girl, are you pregnant? I was like, girl, no, not yet. But shortly after I was, and yeah. So how I knew I was pregnant, literally, we were getting ready to go to the Bahamas like 2 days before. No, that's not right. Hold on. Let me think, okay? The brain's kind of fried right now. So one day, I think it was a week before we were going to the Bahamas, I just woke up one morning and literally I felt super congested. Now I sleep with the fan on. The ceiling fan goes on all night as I'm sleeping. And this particular night I had cracked the window. So when I woke up, I was stuffy and I was just like, my throat, it was just a lot going on. And I'm someone who never, ever gets sick. So I was like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, I'm getting sick. Maybe it was the window. So I just felt worse, like I had came down with a cold. So that was that. And that lasted for about 4 days. So on the 5th day, the cold symptoms kind of subsided. I had a runny nose and my throat was kind of weird. It was disgusting. But I had noticed something different. So I had went to the mall to pick up a few items before our trip. I had got us dinner at the mall. I had drank the soda at the mall, and I was able to taste the soda. So it was fine. So I got home and I'm on the phone with one of my friends, and Darius is eating and he's tearing the food up like it was good. So I'm like, hey girl, let me call you back. I'm about to eat, okay? I'm about to grow up to you. So yeah, I, start eating and I realized I'm not able to taste anything. So I'm like, babe, did your food taste like anything? Did you taste any seasoning? My food tastes super bland. So I'm someone who don't really like a lot of seasoning on their food. I don't like super plain or bland, but I like super light seasoning. So that was just way off for me. So he's like, no, my food was good. So I'm like, okay. So I'm not quite sure why my camera shut off, but it shut off. I thought I was recording the whole time, but I wasn't. So, okay, let's backtrack a little bit. So I had put some of the sauce from the restaurant on my food to maybe give it more flavor, and I still wasn't able to taste it. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't taste it either. So I'm like, let me try spicy. Sprinkle it, dabble it on my food, and I'm still not able to taste it. Like literally my tongue is hot, but I can't taste the spice of the hot sauce. So automatically I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have COVID. So I was really worried all night. And then the next day I go get tested. Of course, I had to wait another 24 hours for the results. So that following day, the results came back. Oh, and also on that day, all the symptoms I had of a cold just subsided, like went away as if it never was there. So the results came back. I was negative for COVID. So I was like, okay, so what's going on? What's happening? So literally around noon that day, that whole morning I was trying different foods to see if I can taste anything or, you know, like different sensations. So around noon, I noticed like the back of my tongue, I was like slowly starting to taste things again. It was so weird. It was so weird. And then as the day progressed, I was able to taste at different levels. I want to say of my tongue, like first the back, then the middle, then the tip. It was so weird. I feel so sorry for people who lose their sense of smell and taste. Literally just experiencing that, it was super hard. I was freaking out. It was so hard because I didn't even mention I wasn't able to smell things unless they were literally like this close to me. I was able to smell my body wash, like things around the house. It was so weird, but that lasted for like 24 hours also. So that was that. So I literally just left it alone. I was like, okay, well, I don't know what's happening. And then again, things would just come and go. I never thought pregnancy. I was just like, this is just weird. So that was that. So then that weekend, okay, that was like that whole week. So then that the following weekend, Saturday morning, I wake up. And I literally just hop out of bed. My feet touch the floor. I take like 2 steps and I hear this voice. And the voice says, go take a test. And in that moment, I didn't freak out or anything. I didn't even think too much of it. But I said no. Okay. I literally out my mouth said no. And I went about my day. So the next morning was Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. I woke up at 12, my feet touched the floor, and I take 2 steps and I hear the voice again. And it was the same calm but very assertive and direct voice that says, go take a test. And at this moment in my mind, I said, not right now. And then I continued my day like all the way up until 12:30. 12:30 hit and I had to use the restroom really bad. So I go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, let me just take this test. Lo and behold, there's a faint line. And I'm like, whoa, like, this is a line. It's faint, but this is a line. So I take another one and then I call my sister. It's the same thing. I call my sister and I'm like, look at this. Like, something, like, am I pregnant? What's going on? So she was like, okay, you should just probably wait to take another test and then just see, but chill out, okay? And I'm super anxious all the time. I have to just know things. I don't like surprises. So I was like, but I need to tell Sedarius that, you know, I did this and I got this faint line and I might be pregnant. And she was like, and I was like, but I want to surprise him. What am I supposed to do? She was like, Jessica, don't say anything to him until you know for sure. And if you want to surprise him, you just have to hold it out, girl. So to myself, I'm like, to her, I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do that. To myself, I'm like, no. So I get off the phone with my sister and I instantly call Sedarius and I go ahead and tell him what happened that morning in the morning before. And I'm just like, you know, I heard God's voice. I didn't respond how I should, neither time. And I'm just going through the motions and talking to him about it. Now, at this point, this was my 3rd time in the season that we're currently in of hearing God's voice. And so we were like excited. We were also just like, okay, something great is happening. Let's remain excited and just keep our spiritual eyes open. So that's what that conversation was. So I don't know. I think I was really nervous about this part. So I get to the ending of the story And I tell him, I'm like, so I eventually did take the test and it was faint, but there was a line there. And, and I don't know. So he's like, okay, well, let's just wait till I get off tonight to take another test. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna run to Target, go get the test, and I'll wait. That's what I did. So that night he got off. We're sitting there and he's like, okay, so do you want me to stay here with you while you take the test, or am I okay to go take a shower and you just wait? Like, you know, what do you want to do? So I don't know. This is my husband for almost 5 years, but I was super nervous. Like, I was shy, like as if I don't, you know, as if this ain't my man. So I was just like, it's okay, babe. Go take your shower and I'll let you know what the results are. So take the test and there, it's positive. So I instantly just start crying and I'm just like, whoa, I'm pregnant. This is what's happening. Like, I was so shocked. I don't know. I was super, super shocked. So I just take a moment and I pick up my phone. I FaceTime my sister and I show her and we're just like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant. So do that whole thing and I'm crying. I was like, okay, I gotta go. Hang up the phone, y'all. So dramatic, but it was a moment. Hang up the phone with her and I just start like blessing God and just praying. And I'm just like, you're so faithful. Like, this is a blessing. Like, you literally opened my womb for this child. And it was a whole ordeal. So I finally, you know, get up, go talk to my husband, and I'm just like, I couldn't even say anything. I don't think I said anything. I think I just went in there like, and we just embraced each other and just was like, wow, God is so faithful. He's so good. He is so good. Yeah, so we're on cloud 9 from there. That was how I found out. That was my symptoms, how we found out, and our reactions. So I did say that I am in my 2nd trimester. So y'all, I always wonder why women get ghosted for like their first half of pregnancy. And I literally see now, I was going through it. Like I said, I never get sick. I had morning sickness in the morning, throughout the evening, at night. It was like on and off every 2 hours. I can literally set a timer and know like, okay, you're about to be ruined. You're about to be sick. Like, it was horrible. On top of that, I was super lazy. I did not want to do anything around the house. I did not want to get out of bed. I just wanted to literally lay in the dark and sleep my life away. There was like 3 days that I remember so vividly of me sleeping majority of the day away. And I think I was up for possibly 6 hours of each of those days. And I literally just slept. Doctor's like, well, you have to try different foods and just see what you can eat and what you like. You're trying to ruin me. At this point, I was just over it. I was like, oh my goodness, this could not be life. So we did a lot of takeout for about 3 months. Things that I was trying, my body was just like, no girl, we don't like it, we don't want it, no. So yeah, that was horrible. Here I am, 2nd trimester. I have my energy back. I've been cooking again. I can eat. I'm still not really eating things that I really, really enjoy, but I'm eating. We do know the gender. We found out gender at like 12 weeks. And this is so hilarious, okay? We had a gender reveal, and the fact that we had to pretend that we didn't know was hilarious because we were still shocked. Not shocked, but we were still like surprised. So that's hilarious. But anyways, if you're my friend on social media, you already know what we're having. So yeah, anyways, y'all, I'm already showing. I can actually show you a little bit. I'm already showing. Thanks for watching. Until next time, and yeah. Bye. So peaceful in here. I can literally just go to sleep.
falsely.
Yeah.
All right, you can tuck that in. Did I spell your name correctly up there?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my name's Julie.
Nice to meet you, Miss Julie. Oh, wow.
That's it right there.